Welcome class 5 Pine in our e-learning classes. As we started our from testing to digestion, refer to page number 27, straight from the heart, and it is given a figure of a girl or boy, whatever it is given, and it is given to when we are keeping the food in our mouth and we swallow it. So when we are that means when we are eating the food, what is the route of our food from mouth, in which organ it goes, and how it is being digested, and what is the function of this food. So it is given here, draw the path of the food through your body, share your picture with your friends, do all you have similar picture. So once I am just given this picture, at first we are started the food from the mouth. In the mouth, both side of the mouth we can see there are 4 salivary glands. So when we are keeping the food in the mouth and when we are chewing, saliva mixes with the food. So this is the position of the salivary glands, and then it comes to the food pipe. Okay, so the food comes to the food pipe, and this food pipe is actually a pipe-like structure, or you can say it's a pipe-like structure, and from this food pipe you will see the food pipe, this food pipe having this type of circular muscles. Okay, when the food comes from upper portion to the lower portion, the upper portion squeezes it, as well as there are lining of the hairs, it brushes the food particles to the another part of the food pipe. So it comes down slowly from food pipe, food comes from food pipe to this one, or you can say this is the stomach, and stomach is actually J shape. It is the shape of food pipe, and stomach is like this. Okay, so this is the structure, that's why this is called the J shaped stomach. So from the food pipe the food comes to the stomach, and this stomach, within this stomach and food pipe, you can see, you can saw there is a organ, or a big organ called the liver is here, and from this liver the food is getting the gastric juices, or you can say the bile. Okay, so the bile comes from liver to this stomach, from the food pipe food comes to the stomach, and then bile juices mixes it and form the paste of the food, and here is one hydrochloric acid is also being secreted, so the food is becoming digested over here. Then from this stomach the food comes to the small intestine, where the food changes into its simplest form, because our body gets its food or absorb its food when the food changes into the simplest form of the food. So what are the simplest form of the food? In the small intestine we will see the, at first we should know what are the simplest form of the food. So the protein changes into, simplest form of the protein is amino acid. So in small intestine protein changes into amino acid, and the carbohydrate, which is the which gives us energy, it changes into glucose, and what is rest is the fat. Fat changes into fatty acid and glycerol, but vitamins and the other minerals body can absorb it directly. Okay, so these 3 item changes, at first changes into the simplest form, and then it absorbed by our body. So in this small intestine actually food changes into these 3 simplest form, and small intestine have this type of structure. They are having this villi, or you can say the finger like projections from food. From there the food absorbed by this villi and mixes with the blood, and we know blood circulates all over our body, wherever our food is needed, that time, and in that cells the food is being provided by the blood. And in the blood we know 90% of the blood is actually water, and the 10% there are red blood corpuscles, white blood corpuscles, platelets, other things are there. Okay, salt is also there, but the 90% of blood is made up of water. So the food and water both are very essential for our body, because all food is being digested from this small intestine, then it mixes with the blood. What happens? The food which are not being digested, which are our waste, and which are the food which are nitrogenous and the waste. So the food which are nitrogenous and which are the waste food material, these come to this large intestine. Okay, and from this large intestine, the food is being collected in the rectum, and in the morning it excretes out from this anus. So this is the whole procedure or the whole route of the food, how it comes to our food pipe, then to our stomach, then the small intestine, then to the large intestine, and the undigested and the waste food comes out and excrete out through this anus, through the rectum. And the water material through our urine, it goes out, nitrogenous waste which are in the water form, it goes out from the kidney, filtered from the kidney and excrete out from our body through the sweat and from urine. Okay, so these three forms of the waste gets out of our body which are not needed for our body. Okay, so that's all for the this is about the route of the this food traveling. Now we will discuss few questions are given here. How do you feel when you are very hungry? How would you describe it? For example, sometimes we jokingly say, I am so hungry, I could eat an elephant. So is it possible to eat an elephant? No. But when the hunger sensation comes to us, that time we think whatever I will find, I will eat that, isn't it? So actually food is very essential, and how we come to know that we are hungry. So whenever after 3 and 4 hours of the day, after each and every 4 to 5 hours of the day, our stomach started to secrete its digestive juices. That means it needs food, and that time if we didn't have anything, that time we feel a sensation. That sensation is little bit corrosive in nature. Sometimes we feel stomach is just corrosing and it is the sensation is just burning sensation, no? So and that time we feel like to eat anything. So these sensation and the feeling to eat something makes us to understand that we are hungry and we want to eat something, because sensation comes through our stomach, but our brain tells us now it is time to eat something, because our stomach is actually just free and it has nothing, and we have to eat something, because each and everyday food gives us lots of energy, and which energy we utilize for our daily whatever we are doing or the activities. Okay. Now the next question, how do you come to know that you are hungry? Again, the sensation of the burning sensation comes out from our stomach, and sometimes it is we feel like to eat something. That means we are hungry. Okay. Now think what would happen if you do not eat anything for 2 days. If we do not eat for 2 days, then what will happen? Actually our body stored some energy or some food items like glucose in the liver, and liver stored glucose in the form of glycogen. So in the time of our need, it releases the glucose, it releases the glycogen which converted into glucose and gives us energy. But what happens when whole day we do not get any food? That time we will feel dizzy, very weak, and we do not feel like to play, we do not feel like to do anything, because we are lack of energy. Okay. Next, what would you able to manage without drinking water for 2 days? When do you think the water that drink goes? Actually without food we can manage a day or 2, but without water it is impossible to manage, because water is the substance, or you can say the water is the medium by which the food traveling in our body in the form of blood. Actually blood consuming the water, fresh water and the good water along with the minerals. So the blood is rotating and circulating inside our body, and through this water all the minerals, essential gases like oxygen, carbon dioxide, all the waste material which has to be reached in the kidney or to the rectum, these all circulate inside our body with the help of water. So without water, if we don't have any water inside our body will become started to dehydrated, and the all functions will started to stop, and they will just become slow to rotate the blood circulation. All other works will become slow in their activity. So without water it is very difficult to manage for 2 days. Okay. Now another storyline is given here. Neetu was given a glucose drip. So Neetu was very sick all day. She was vomiting and she also had loose motions. Whatever she ate, she vomited, and her father gave us glucose and salt solution. So Neetu was a girl and she was sick. As what happened to her? She was whole day long she was vomiting and she was doing the loose motion. So these both of these are dizzy. Dizzy means sometimes we feel like no, our head is just circling out, and when we are we feel like to be sleep all the day. Okay, so the feeling of laziness, we feel like to sleep. Our just when we are standing, that time we will feel weak. That is dizziness. Okay, so dizziness means feeling like to sleep the whole day. Next, why Neetu was feeling, she vomited the whole day and she had the loose motion. If she was vomiting the whole day and loose motion, that means her body is reducing the water content inside her body, and as she is vomiting and the loose motion, both are very dangerous, because in both cases we are losing the water content of our body, and our body get started to dehydration. And what is dehydration? Dehydration means lack of water. So Neeti also started to dehydrating. So her father gave her a glass of water along with a pinch of salt and sugar. In class 4 you have just read this, no? There was a story where it was given, when you started loose motion and vomiting, what happens? Due to the lackness of the water, our body started to consume the nitrogenous water or the waste water, they started to absorb, and that time it is very fatal, and it will become maybe the food poisoning occurred to us. So it is very difficult if our body started to dehydrate it. That's why her father gave her pinch of sugar and salt along with the water, so it will give her the strength, because we know sugar is also a type of carbohydrate, and carbohydrate gives us energy, and the smallest or the simplest form of the carbohydrate is glucose. Okay, so that's why glucose is more convenient and more important at the time of your weakness. It gives you instant energy. Okay, now the next part, her father had to carry her to the doctor because she was feeling so dizzy, she was feeling like to sleep, she was not getting energy to walk, she was not getting enough energy to stand on her own. So her father carried her to the doctor and she fainted. The doctor said that Neetu should get admitted in the hospital because her body condition was not so good, she was not her body was not so active. Neetu should get admitted in the hospital, she needs to give in a glucose drip. Hearing this, Neetu got confused. She knew that during the games period in the school, the teacher sometimes gave them glucose water to drink. But what was a glucose drip? Dr. Aunty explained, your stomach is upset, your body is not keeping any food and water in it. It has become very weak. So the glucose drip will give you some strength quickly. So why her father has to carry her? Because she did not have any energy left inside the body. She was feeling very weak, and Dr. Aunty suggested her to admit it in the hospital and to give a glucose drip. So she was becoming confused because she knew sometimes the games teachers suggest them to have a glass of glucose water. So why the glucose water is important? Because I told you glucose gives you the instant energy, because glucose is the simplest form. Whenever you are eating the carbohydrate, at first it will digest, then it will convert it into glucose. But when we are taking the glucose water directly, that means there is no need of digestion of the glucose. It will instantly mix with your blood, and it will mixes with your blood, and it will give you the instant energy. So glucose drip is, and glucose water is very much important in the time of our need of our energy. And what is this glucose drip? Whenever your body is not responding well, maybe her body was so weak, it was not responding well, and no food material and no water is behind inside her body was left to give her enough energy. Maybe the water was there, the food was there, but it was not sufficient to give her energy. So they have made one arrangement. This is a drip. One glucose bottle is attaches here, and a channel is being formed in the wrist of the Neetu, and this within this channel the glucose drip is being set up, and this is being connected. So the glucose drop by drop goes inside her body, and she got the energy very gradually and slowly, and it was very effective for her because her body was not responding well, and her body was not capable to retaining any food material and the water. So she was lacking her energy, and that time it was very much needed to get some energy so that her body organs will become recovered, and they started to do the normal work again. Okay. Now there are some questions, talk and discuss. Do you remember that in class 4 you have made a solution of sugar and salt? Neetu's father also made this and gave her. Why do you think this is given to someone who has vomiting and loose motion? As I told you, a person who is vomiting and having the loose motion, that person needs the instant energy. That's why a glass of water is maintaining the water level, as well as the sugar is giving the strength or the energy to that person, and both are beneficial for the patient. So it is suggestible in the need of weakness, in the need of when the person is vomiting and having the loose motion, that person has to take 3-4 times the water. If the glucose is available, that time you can take the glucose water. If it is not available, then a glass of water, pinch of salt and sugar is sufficient to get the energy inside the body. Okay. Now the next question, have you heard the word glucose or seen it written anywhere? Yes, we have seen. There are glucose are found in a form of powder form, and sometime in the summer your mother also provide you this glucose drink, because after having lots of sweat you become so tired and weak, and that time your mother or the elder person gives you glucose water. Okay. And next, have you ever tasted glucose? How does it taste? Yes. As you know, the simplest form of carbohydrate is glucose. In the same way, protein simplest form is amino acid, and it is need for we know the growth of our body, the repair of our body does by the protein, or the protein do all sorts of these work. So the amino acid is actually the simplest form of the protein, and it circulates within our blood inside our body. Wherever the cells or the tissues or the body part are injured, they give the new cells, they reform your cells or the injured part, and it is helpful for the growth. Okay, these are the body building material. So the amino acid is the simplest form of the protein. Okay, and glucose is the simplest form of the carbohydrate, which gives you energy for the whole day work. Now the next question, have you or anyone in your family been given a glucose drip? When and why? Tell the class about it. So that is your experienced question. Whenever or if any person of your family has been admitted in the hospital and given that person glucose, why and when it occurred, it will explain by you. Okay, I cannot explain it. Now Neetu's teacher used to tell the girls to have glucose while playing the hockey. Why do you think she did this. As we know, hockey needs a lots of force, it needs a lots of energy, because the persons have to run and walk the whole the time, isn't it? So that time the extra energy is provided by the glucose. That's why the games teacher suggested her to take the glucose, so that she will get the extra energy to move well or to play well. Look at Neetu's picture and describe what is happening. How is the glucose drip is given, being given here? As I told you in this picture, nurse is adjusting this glucose bottle with the wrist of, there is one vein, you know, there is one connection which is a vein, and a artery is there. You come to know there are some blood vessels. Okay, so this is a radial vessel. Here we have to make a channel, so the glucose instantly go inside the blood vessel and provide energy to the blood, and this energy given cell to cell by the blood. So it is a glucose drip which is being connected to the blood vessel. Okay, now and these all about the Neetu. Now one poem or the story is given here, where it is written. Here's an old story. It's Martin's window. So what was Martin's window? Here an old story seems so funny. There was a window in Martin's tummy. Actually, by mistake, Martin was shot right in the stomach. It bled a lot. The wound slowly healed and was covered by skin, but the hole was still there. You could peep right in. Oh, what a chance for the doctors to study what happens to the food inside the body. The story seems old, but it is really true. The secret of Martin's stomach helped us a lot, me and you. So it is a poem from Martin's window, but actually it happened, and it is a story. Later on we'll discover it. A person called Martin, who had a operation because somebody shot him, and he was shot right in the stomach, and lots of bleeding went off from her body, and he was become operated by the doctor. But everywhere the skin has healed, the things has been healed, but one window, or you can say one hole, was left in the stomach, and it was not healed. But he was working normally. There was no problem in his everyday routine, and it was a very golden opportunity for the doctors to study whatever inside it was going. So they have studied a lot through the Martin, and how the food is being converted into the amino acid, how the food is changes into the glucose, how the fatty acids, and how much and what type of enzymes are being secreted within the stomach, and they are helpful to the people. Okay, so these all are being described here in this next part of the story, or next part of the chapter. So we will later on we will discuss all this through the story, and doctors got opportunity and they studied all about this. Those all we will discuss in our next class. Okay, and if you have any question, you can put me fast. You can put me any question if you have. Okay, you don't have any queries or don't have any question, so rest in the next. Stay at your home and be safe. Okay, goodbye.